As a player that's cost little over £100,000 from Oxford United last season, he must be worth 10 times that much now. He's a player that's scoring. He never seems to be able to get a hat-trick, but he'll always get you a couple of goals or the odd goal during the match.
And obviously the main attacking force for Port Vale is Ian Taylor, a £15,000 buy from Moor Green in the Beezer Homes League. The match is underway now. Stoke took the kick-off, and it's with number 2 John Butler. Butler punts the ball forward, and it's cut out by Peter Swan for Port Vale, and then Vince Overson's in with the header. And again Peter Swan clears for Port Vale. Beeston's up there, and then it was Martin Foyle that went in there, but he's been adjudged to have been fouled, and Port Vale have the free kick. So it's going to be frantic football tonight here at Port Vale. You can hear the ground noise. It's absolutely overwhelming is the word I can only describe it as. It's a brilliant atmosphere. We're looking for a good match as Dean Glover hits the ball long forward, looking for Ian Taylor. Taylor has 2 people onto him, and then Martin Foyle goes in with a shot. It's with Ian Taylor, and Taylor shows Stoke City in this early opening seconds of this match just what a formidable force he can be, Phil.
Yes, Ian Taylor scored a great goal on Saturday against Hull City here at Vale Park, but he was never really going to trouble the Stoke rearguard from that sort of distance, I don't think.
And Vale are on the attack here. Ian Taylor has been, and that was a very, very late flagging from the linesman.
No,
and that's not going to count.
Taylor was offside. What happened was the Vale have made a very serious, a very bad mistake there. They had 3 players clear against the Stoke goalkeeper, and what Vale did, I can't remember who played the ball forward. Who was it who played the ball forward?
To be honest with you, I think it was Andy Porter.
The one who played it forward played it to Ian Taylor, who was in front of him. If both players, there were 3 players going forward, if the player who's got the ball had been the furthest one forward, they wouldn't have been offside.
Shaw taking the throw in very quickly then after good work by Beeston. Steen now chesting the ball. He'll look to get the shot on here. He didn't do a great lot with it, and it's cleared only as far as Beeston. Beeston plays it back to Shaw. Shaw cuts it inside. And Beeston, was it Beeston there, Phil, that put the shot on target and really should have done better with that. He was in space there, and he should have done a lot better than that than he did do. And the ball goes behind, thankfully, for Port Vale. Stoke City have won a free kick out on that far touchline just in front of the railway stand. The lines were once taken from the correct place, as Kevin Russell's trying to steal a yard or two there. The referee and the linesman having none of that. They want it taken from the right place. As Russell will take the free kick, the ball comes across. And the ball's in the net! Stoke City have scored here at Vale Park. From that cross from Kevin Russell, the ball came over, it was headed forward, and Graham Shaw, is he, Phil, that's got the touch on that. Mark Steen has got the touch on that, and Mark Steen gets his 17th goal of the season. And Stoke City are in the lead here at Vale Park. The ball was headed forward by, I think it was the captain Vince Overson, and Mark Steen got the touch on that far side. And it has to be said, there was a cluster of Vale players around him as he did so, and you get the feeling now that Stoke City could well capitalise on this first goal lead they have now. Port Vale needs to settle down and play some football now. And Steen goes forward again, and Paul Musselwhite out to do well to get hold of the ball from the feet of Mark Steen. And the Stoke fans now are jubilant. Ball comes forward. Foyle gets a touch on, and then Cross loses his footing just in front there. And Sinclair realised that the defender got a touch on that. As Cross is in possession for Port Vale, and it's Foyle. You've got to fancy him from here, and he's levelled the score. Martin Foyle has scored for Port Vale. It's Port Vale 1, Stoke City 1, and this is mayhem here at Port Vale. Port Vale equal the scoring within a minute, Phil. What do you make of that?
Very smart marking at the back by Stoke. They should have been a bit tighter at the back there, but we go all square again. Are we ever going to separate these teams?
who scored the first goal? It was Steen, so that somebody's got a good bet at 5-1 against the first goal scorer. It was 5-1 today to Steen to score the first goal, and surprisingly enough, Stoke were not the favourites here today. The bookies' eyes, Port Vale were the favourites. I think it was 11-4 against 9-5. So it's impossible to predict. Let's just do the football. Let the football do the talking and decide who wins.
A match that's so evenly matched here tonight at Vale Park, and now this is Stoke coming forward, but a bad ball from Carl Beeston there, and Vale have possession now. But Stoke get it back with Graham Shaw trying to find Beeston or Russell, but he can't because Sully's there. And Dean Glover plays it forward, and Martin Foyle now has possession for Vale. Walker floats it forward, Nicky Cross is up there, Andy Porter gets it to Nicky Cross, and now Porter shoots and a goal! What a goal for Port Vale to go in 2-1! At half-time is a marvellous scoreline from them, and it has to be said that was a marvellous goal from Andy Porter.
What a great goal for Port Vale there, and it all came from a long ball, great ball by Ray Walker. Bradley Sanderman got in possession, giving to Nicky Cross. Nicky Cross slipped the ball forward for Andy Porter, and he finished clinically there to give Port Vale the 2-1 advantage. Sanford playing the ball forward, looking for Steen. Glover tried to dummy that one, and Swan does a great job at coming back, sliding the ball into touch for a Stoke City throw-in. The action is furious here at Vale Park. The weather's none too great. It's good weather for Ducks as Sanford swings the ball in again, looking for Russell. Russell gets there, and Musselwhite goes down to make the save.
Good save by Musselwhite. There was no power in the header, but Musselwhite got down well to it, and he needed to.
Well, for the first time this season, I'm finding it easy to commentate off the monitor rather than the actual live play, because the rain is swirling down in this wind and it's making it difficult to see. But Port Vale doing quite well here now with balls with Bradley Sanderman. Sanderman will clip the ball forward, looking for Foyle. It's cut out by Cranston, and then the foot up went in there.
That's from Sanderman.
That was Andy Porter there. That was I actually thought that actually, if there was any foot up there, it was from the Vale player, Phil.
Yeah, it was Steve Foley from the Stoke side who was making the challenge, and he can feel perhaps a little bit aggrieved that the free kick's gone against him.
Dean Glover to take this one then for Port Vale. Hits the ball in, and that's offside. And really, Phil, he timed the run out of defence brilliantly there, Stoke.
It's a good job, isn't it? That would have been 3-1 to Port Vale.
Foyle and Cross being the forward line for Port Vale. Steen and Shaw being the forward line for Stoke. They're going to be looking to players like Kevin Russell to give him a little bit of inspiration, and perhaps the midfielder Carl Beeston, a local lad who's got a lot of passion for this game. And that was a great tackle by Peter Swan.
I think Shaw, he felt that, Graham Shaw. But Stoke get the throw, so they do have possession.
And Stoke City are going to bring on a substitution. They're going to bring on Dave Regis, Phil.
Graham Shaw coming off. That is obviously a tactical substitution by Lou Macari. He feels that Graham Shaw is being crowded out by Dean Glover and Peter Swan, and what a chance for this man who came from Plymouth Argyle to make a name for himself as far as the Stoke City fans are concerned.
He gets his first touch on the ball and steers the ball out towards Steen. Steen puts the through ball on the goal. Keeper is in trouble here now as Regis. The ball sticks in the mud. The ball sticks in the mud. Regis really should have hit the ball with more venom than that. The goalkeeper was way out of position, and Regis really squanders his first chance, and what a chance to put Stoke City level. It's with Lee Sanford. Sanford hits the ball and drives it wide of the far post, and Port Vale can breathe a sigh of relief and look up to the heavens and thank God the ball stuck in the mud there.
If this had been a normal pitch, if it hadn't have been raining, and if I won the pools on Saturday, I'd be a millionaire. But that would have been a goal.
Well, that's football. It's all ifs and buts and maybes, isn't it? As Dave Regis really had the chance to make a name for himself.
Well, Stoke City will again try to get back into this match. They play the ball forward. That's Rooster Russell getting possession, doing quite well, but Taylor's in there, moves in quickly, and Johnny Jeffers now on the far side of the field building, and Taylor will go through, and Taylor could try a shot on goal. Instead he decides to go for Johnny Jeffers, and the cross comes in. Taylor's in there, Sinclair misses, the ball's still in play, and Vale again get the ball across with Porter, and that's going to go for a header, and that was so close. And that was Nicky Cross with the header.
No, it's Martin Foyle there, Phil. He got down well to that, didn't he, to steer the ball, and it was unfortunate that he just found the wide of the near post.
Russell just hanging on to take the corner while the referee's just having a word with Regis for Stoke. Regis must have said something to the referee. Just a stern word from Regis. Cross comes in then from Russell. It's headed on. Regis off. What a pity he couldn't get direction on that. That could have been the equaliser for Regis. But Stoke still have possession with Russell. Shot comes in off.
He let a venomous shot go there, did Kevin Russell, and he shows what a potential player, a good player that he is. He is not going to be swayed from that. He had the goal in his sights, and he let a wicked shot go that just went wide of his near post.
So then, if you were John Rudge, would you bring your other substitute on that you haven't yet used, which is Paul Kerr?
No, I don't think I would. I'd stay faithful with the team that are winning at the moment. They're up 2-1. They're looking good at every department of the field. You've got to fancy them, haven't you? I mean, they've reverted to a 4-4-2 situation, and they're doing really well to contain Stoke, and they're mounting attacks of their own, Phil. That's the thing. They're doing really well at the moment, Port Vale. And Stoke City have got to score in these remaining few minutes or go out of the FA Cup. It's as simple as that.
And here come Port Vale again. Cross comes in, and this is going to be in. Taylor! Oh! Well, he had his chance then.
Taylor should have done better with that, shouldn't he? He had an open goal. He only had Ronnie Sinclair to beat, and he just steered the shot wide of that far post, and I think he'll be a bit disappointed with that one, Phil.
Well, I think that was 3-1. That was definitely 3-1 to Port Vale there. And forward comes Stoke again. And now Steen has the ball again. He's going to try and get round Sandeman. He can't. He plays it back to Sanford. Sanford now for Stoke. Super skills from him as he goes round the Vale player. And now Walker wins it back for Port Vale. But Russell's here. Plays it back. And Gleghorn's struggling there, and Vale clear. And now then, this could be a problem for Stoke. What a great tackle from Carl Beeston. Forward come Vale with Johnny Jeffers. Jeffers on the far side. He's going to go for goal as Jeffers shoots. Oh, he's in the post! And straight back to Ronnie Sinclair.
That's amazing there, Phil. That's amazing. The skill that John Jeffers shown there on the left-hand flank. He cut inside, let go of a shot, and he hit the woodwork. And Ronnie Sinclair just turned round and was presented with the ball off the post. And he must feel himself very, very lucky there.
The fans behind that goal on the Bycars end of the ground really getting behind Port Vale now as Ray Walker's going to take this goal. Sorry Tim, I'll move me clipboard there. Ball comes in, and that's going to go for goal! Oh! Martin Foyle!
That should have been 3-1 by Foyle there. He did everything right, rose to the ball, put the header goalward bound, and was fraught then when it went wide of the near post.
And now then, Vale start to break again. Nicky Cross plays it forward to Martin Foyle, and Foyle goes round Sinclair, and this is goal number 3 for Port Vale!
And what a great goal for Port Vale there. Martin Foyle did brilliant around the keeper, but what a brilliant ball by Nicky Cross to put Martin Foyle through. This Stoke are dead and buried. They're not going to come back from this now, and there's the fans on the pitch. They'll need to be cleared away. But Martin Foyle, what a brilliant game he's had for Port Vale. He would be my man of the match for Port Vale tonight. He's come back after a long-term injury. He had a ligament problem in his ankle. He's been out the side for a long time, and the masterstroke played by John Rudge to bring him on tonight, and he's rewarded his manager with 2 class goals.